Well, guys, this is my day 2 video. I've been at my grandma Lola's house hanging out with the family since like, I don't know, around 4 o'clock. I don't know, some of y'all are in my family or know my family. They're just great people to be around, especially if you're really going through some shit, man. And I am. I took my Librium this morning. That stuff don't really do nothing, man, but it's supposed to help with the withdrawal. I just took another one. I'm allowed to take 3 a day. Don't help much. The bad parts of withdrawals are really starting to set in. Hard for me to sit still. My brain's kind of everywhere right now. I'm down in the dumps, we'll put it that way. Could be worse. Might get worse. I don't know. But I'm still not quitting. Had a good conversation last night with someone who's been through similar symptoms and stuff like I go through. That was pretty cool. Had like about an hour-long conversation. I'm sure she'll be watching. She'll know who she is. I don't want to just shout out her name, but that was cool. I appreciate it. It's always good to talk to someone. That's why I was with my family all day. We ate some good food and... Ooh, that's smoke in my eye. And I decided to come back to my chill spot. My girl had to run to the store and get some things, so I figured I'd make my video now. Yeah, basically I'm just real shaky today and depressed, and this is one of the points where you get to a lot of the times that you just want to give up and go have a drink, but of course I'm not going to do that. I got this drink though. Of course, not alcoholic. This is just I think Cassie brought me the wrong shit. She got me blue raspberry, but it's not that bad. Oh, I did tell you guys I'm making a YouTube channel. Well, I already made it. I just haven't put any videos on. But I'm going to put the link up. Because I know I've watched some videos of people going through some real crazy shit. Quitting alcohol. People seeing some real weird shit. I'm glad I don't do that. I did see a little bit of shit the first time I got sent to the psych ward when I had cold turkey off the whiskey and the Xanax. I saw a little bit. It was mainly like a shadow. A shadow just swished past me while I'm in the shower or something. And I was definitely hearing voices. Usually when I would lay down to go to sleep, it would usually be a familiar voice. And they would say just random shit, but it was disturbing to say the least. I'm not, I haven't been drinking that much to where I'm gonna withdraw like that. I hope not, but there is something called the kindling effect that a lot of people don't know about. Every time you drink and come off of it and expose yourself to withdrawals, your withdrawals get worse every time. And I know that to be true. Especially if you go back to drinking or using the substance you used. It seems harder to come off of every time, and you just want to say screw it and go back to it. It takes a long time to feel somewhat normal again. When you've been having substances in your body for, a decade on a daily basis. Anyone that tells you this shit's easy is out of their fucking mind and they've never been through it. It's not fucking easy. That shit pisses me off when people say that. It's not. You didn't drink enough. There's something wrong with you. Because, man, it ain't. And I'm talking about all this shit, not just drinking. I've done every drug you can imagine. I did them all. I like to do them all at the same time. I like to be on 10 different drugs at once and function as a human being at work. To me, I didn't see a fucking problem with it. You don't until you're sober, and then you're like, what the hell? What was I doing? That shit messes with your head so bad. Normality feels strange when you've been intoxicated for so long. It don't feel like it did before you did alcohol and drugs. I think of it as just as long as you put your body through the substance abuse, it's more than likely going to take that amount of time for your brain to rewire and get back to where you were, because it messes with your brain chemicals. There's some chemicals I don't know if my brain produces anymore. Dopamine being one of them. Because I flooded my brain with dopamine and GABA and serotonin and all that good shit. Then your brain becomes, of course, dependent on the substance to produce those chemicals. But it will. Eventually. Longest I was sober for 30 days, so I didn't even, I did start to feel better. Those 30 days I was sober. And I put my through this shit again and again and again. I wish I could go back to the first time I quit, because that was the best I felt. I didn't think it at the time. All I wanted was a beer. And that was a bad decision. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty damn rough today. Usually I lock myself in my bedroom when I feel like this, but that's probably doing me worse. So I'm trying to keep my mind active. It was good going to see Granny. I'm gonna try to do that every day. Staying outside is good. That's a good thing. I like it over here in the east side. That's where I was raised. I love it. It's nostalgia for me, so. I live in my dad's rental properties. It's pretty cool. I've been around these houses since I was a little kid. Got a lot of time on my hands to get right. I gotta use it wisely. I am going to speak to my doctor about my medications that are not working. I'm starting to think I don't want to take them, but we'll see if he wants to adjust them or whatever. This is extra hard too this time. Well, it always sucks, I mean, but you know, at least before I could get up and I could stay active as long as I wanted. I could jeez. I could go walk down the street, skateboard. That wasn't a good idea. I weigh too much to be doing that shit now. I need to cut my shit up, I know, y'all. But it's kind of hard with your leg being broken. I don't got no mirrors or nothing. Well, I do, but I'd have to stand up. Your foot that's not broken starts to hurt a lot when you put all the weight on it. I've been through some shit, boys, let me tell you. I know everybody has, but man. I went through a long streak where I was almost in the hospital every day having panic attacks. Being delirious, like I didn't even know what was going on. Just shaking the whole bed. They're fighting me to put a freaking needle in my arm. Usually due to not drinking enough alcohol. I have terrible anxiety too. That's another reason why getting off alcohol is extra hard for me, because I have anxiety problems too. So, and then quitting alcohol gives you anxiety, so I have double anxiety. Time flies, man, when you're drinking. Don't even realize how much you're drinking, how quickly you're getting drunk. I mean, you just don't care. It's part of the alcohol lying to you. I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm one of the leaders of the choir. And that's not something cool, but I'm lucky to have lived a good life and didn't destroy my life completely yet. I easily could have lost everything. I did spend a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. I should have some really nice things that I don't have. I made very good money my whole life. I've walked out of plenty of good jobs. Wish I didn't. But fuck, mental health will make you do that. Anyways, I think that's a long enough rant for now. Sure, this all ain't gonna show up on Facebook, but it will on YouTube. So, anybody, feel free to share, man. If you got some questions on some shit you've been through that I haven't even talked about, let me know. I want to hear it, because I might have gone through that and can't remember. It might spark up a memory. I mean, man, you never know what's coming to you with alcohol withdrawal. I had to go to the psych ward 2 times. Second time I put myself in there because I was so suicidal. I knew I needed to be watched. Anyways, peace and love to y'all. Don't do what I've done.